So now that we're all caught up with the X3 teaser, it's now time for the Expendables 3 fashion show. 2 days ago, 16 character posters were revealed for Expendables 3. And now we're going to take a look at them, to get a better insight at, what the characters are going to look like, and maybe some of the weapons that they're going to be carrying, and different things like that. So let's get to it. So now here's Sly, also known as Barney Ross, leader of the pack, supporting cigar and knife in the holster. Not on his back this time. They should have kept it on his back, because this gives off a bit more of a Rambo feel. But he still looks pretty stunning with all the get-up he's got going here. But it kind of reminds me like if Rambo joined the Joes, or maybe John Spartan, perhaps the Demolition Man. Anyway, he has the dual hand cannons here, and he just looks jacked here, completely ripped. And I love that red band wristwatch he's been showing off on TMZ and the promo circuit for months now. Even though it's in black and white, you can't really tell, but it's still a really cool watch. I'm a big fan of watches. I worked in the watch trade for a long time, and I love that stuff. It's a bit odd, but a beautiful touch. He somehow looks skinnier, but still badass as ever. And it's the first time we get a shaven Barney. Barney Ross is shaved in this one. So no beard this time, or goatee, or chin strap, or anything like that. And I like that. At first I thought, okay, since this is, this film deals with the past, that we got, we get a shaven Sly in flashbacks, because it deals with a lot of the origins of the Expendables. But the trailer makes that seem a bit unplausible. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the bearded Barney. Maybe we won't get the bearded Barney. I just thought that would be a cool way to kind of pull it, because Sly is really good at looking not his age, and he's really good at remolding his whole body up and down. So it would be cool to see that in different light. Because in a lot of the early set photos that we saw with Wesley and everybody, and the action sequences that they were filming, Stallone in the kind of khaki type of gorilla suit, gorilla war suit. I don't really know the proper name for that. But, it would have been cool to have, like, the shaven Barney Ross for the flashback, seeing how we're going to be delving into the whole Conrad Stonebanks, Mel Gibson kind of thing as one of the original Expendables, founders of the Expendables. So now, that all this time has gone past, we get, maybe the bearded Barney, who wants to go for a total different look to escape, those haunting times. And of course, seeing how they were saying that this is the most dangerous Expendables mission yet, action over the top and everything like that. Maybe he had a really rough and tumble with Mel Gibson's character so many years ago, and that's why his face is all cut up in those, and he's all bleeding all over the place in all those set photos. So, you never know. Maybe we'll get it. The trailer kind of feels like we won't, see the bearded Barney Ross. But I thought that would have just been a nice touch, since we were dealing with a timeline in this movie, So, anyway, who knows? Anyway. Now, here is old Statham, Jason Statham, Father Christmas, or Mr. Christmas, or Mr. Christie, you make good cookies. Okay, so he's sitting on this scaffolding here this jungle gym-like structure. And I love that holster he's got, but no knives in this picture. I wonder if that's because Snipes is the new knife man. I don't know. Also Dolph is a knife man. In his shot, he has that great knife, in that shot. But that's a whole other story. Anyway, so Statham still looks like he's having a good time, though, and I hope in this one he's finally ditched that hussy hoe-bag cheating demon he was hooked up with. I'm sad that we haven't heard anything about Mickey Rourke's Tool character returning, because I really loved his performance in the first one. He made me cry, but you never know. Apparently there's a lot of surprises for this movie, so you never know. We might still see him. But I wouldn't be disappointed if we didn't see him, but actually, yeah, I would be disappointed if we didn't see him. But you never know. Keep your fingers crossed, because I'm a big Mickey Rourke fan, and to have him back, in this one, or if there is a next one, it would just be amazing. There's no Davi poster either, sadly, but I'm sure that we'll see that in the future. So moving on to the Cruise, who's having a grand old time laughing it up. He just looks great here, and I love this man to death in everything he's in. Good morning, snowflake. And I need you. Anyway, White Chicks, amazing. Latrell. Once you go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair. So I love this badass minigun he's got here, and backward cap, and their uniforms are all pretty cool, and like with that what do you call that? With all the straps and kneecap gear, and it's awesome. But where's his hamburger gun? That gun that turns everybody into hamburger? Where is that? And where's the can you find the razor? And I love this guy so much that after I do this video, I'm gonna go watch that scene from White Chicks where he's dancing the rave dance with the whistle in his mouth and the glow sticks and everything. Is like I love that. So moving along, we get Randy Couture. An awesome shot here with him smiling that Cheshire Cat grin, and it looks like he's slimmed down quite a bit, but he looks really, really good. So let's get Randy. And I love that gun and that sidearm on the leg strapped. That's beautiful. And this guy's just amazing. Amazing warrior in real life too, and he'll fuck you up, and he is just the bomb. So it's great to see Randy, back again for the third time. I'm really wishing him the best of everything on this one. He really makes the character his own, and it's just great viewing experience whenever he's on screen, especially when he's shooting it up or kicking the ass out of the bad guys. Now it's time for Awesome as Awesome itself. Dolph Lundgren, he will break you. Very psychological actor, very psychological acting. This is a guy who just does not get enough respect. Go back and watch some of those older movies, like Dolph Lundgren movies. Go back and watch Rocky IV. He will scare the shit out of you in that. Go back and see I Come in Peace, aka Dark Angel. You'll go in pieces, asshole. Like, really go check out. He is awesome. Even He-Man. I loved him as He-Man. Even though we didn't get to see the Adam side of it. Well, I guess technically we did. I think, technically it was a Adam He-Man mashup, like Prince Adam He-Man mashup. At the end when he's like, I have the power. Does that mean that he turned? That he was Adam throughout the whole movie and turned into He-Man? at the end to fight Skeletor? That's an interesting paradox. Maybe we should do a future episode on that. Anyway, he just looks great here holding that knife. And, you know, this is just one of the best actors out there today. You know, if you go watch him in Universal Soldier, you know, when I watched that when I was a kid, and he scared the shit out of me in that movie. You know, this is definitely a man's actor. Very underrated, you know, character actor. Amazing performances all the time from Dolph, in my opinion. You know, when I say jump, you say how high. You know, are we having fun yet? He looks great here, and I really hope they return to a darker Gunnar Jensen with this one. You know, like, find that perfect balance between the pure, tormented evil of the first, you know, the character in the first, and the comedic sidekick kind of the second. They really yin-yanged it between the first two movies, and this man has such great screen presence that if this is the final, you know, but probably not the last one, I want to see some vintage Dolph Lundgren. You know, some vintage Dolph is what I'm saying, you know. Actually, I was watching the great Rambo Raph for Life yesterday, and he brought up that exact same thing. He was saying that in the first movie, Dolph is really that psychological, time bomb-ish kind of character that we all love. You know, it's great to see Dolph Lundgren as a good guy, but he really stands out and blows you away as a bad guy. He could be really terrifying. There's a couple of scenes, you know, in Expendables, the first one where he's really terrifying, when he's having words with Stallone, and he exits the, you know, past the truck under the descending garage door. You know, that scene in the truck when he's kicking that guy in the face, when he's stomping him. His fight with Jet Li in the beginning, when he blows that guy in half in the beginning. He's really good at being really ominous and terrifying. And you know, Rambo Raph was saying that yesterday, well, a while ago, but the video I saw was yesterday. I can't remember which one. I'm so sorry, because I would love to share that in the description. But go check out his page on YouTube. Awesome reviews by Rambo Raph for Life. But he was saying, yeah, that, you know, Dolph kind of went a little more comedic with the sequel. It almost felt like he was made out to be a joke. So I hope we get that old, you know, that you know, more Expendables 1 Dolph than Expendables 2 Dolph. If we do get the Expendables 2 Dolph, I hope it's more like his introduction in Expendables 1, when he was like, warning shot, too high, and blast that guy in half. That funny side of it, that hanging pirates is fun side of the character, is really nostalgic and really, you know, awesome to watch on screen. So I hope we get more of that in Expendables 3.